What is up, guys? We're back with Attack on Titan, chapter 127, Night of the End. Um, Last chapter we ended off with sort of like the formation of this group that's going to hunt Eren down and save the world. And I'm just so excited to see all of these characters back together again, interacting with one another, man. Like I'm so excited for that. Because there's a lot of baggage, man, and there's a lot of things that need to be aired out, right? Especially between the scouts. So I'm really excited for just to see an opportunity where everyone does just get to put all their feelings out on the table, right? Um, so yeah, I hope that happens this chapter, but let's get to it, man. Um, so are we starting off with a flashback? Of course, as far as my home, I'll ask for prime real estate in the central region. That's where I'll be gulping down the finest liquor at all times of the day. I'm not going to hear a single complaint about it. I've earned the right to live a happy life along with my wife, my kids, and even my grandkids, haven't I? We fought with our lives on the line, and that's why this island has a future. So just act like you don't hear it. John. Okay, so that was John. So that was probably like maybe a dream, right, of him in the future. But I wonder who was he dreaming his wife was, because I don't know. I'm not gonna say definitively that that's Mikasa, but it kind of looks like her, right? But maybe it doesn't. I don't know. John, it's me. I didn't notice that. We're waiting outside. I didn't hear anything. Don't go, don't think. If you just stay here, that prime central real estate is yours. If you just stay. Glad you can join us, John. Okay, so I think the wife he was envisioning himself with was Mikasa, honestly. Um, Mikasa was just filling me in on the situation. Sorry I couldn't have been on site. You've done well under adverse circumstances. And it's also I really like sort of getting a little bit more time into like Jean's psyche, man. Like this is really, really messing him up. As for Levi, he's not unscathed, but he's alive. Of course, he won't be able to fight for a while. Oh, and we've joined with the Marley forces that survived with the Car Titan. We are here to stop Eren. Killing everyone would be a mistake. How are you going to stop him? First, we need allies. Our available options will depend on who he is working with, who is willing to work with us. But we are powerless without help from you and the Nine Titans. The old chain of command has been wiped out. I'm not even your superior any longer. I'll do it. I don't want to let Eren slaughter anyone else. Even if he's doing this to protect us on this island, I want to stop Eren. Mikasa, tell me, even if you really could stop Eren, what would you intend to do after that? Say Eren can maintain the power of the founder. He still only has 4 years left to live. What happened to this island after that? For decades to come, far into the future, the world will continue to look on us with loathing. So, stopping Eren means destroying this island. That's a really that's it's fascinating to see like kind of both sides of the argument, right? Because he is absolutely right. If you do stop Eren, then naturally you are going to doom the island itself. Um, so that's something, because like we really do have like two extreme options, right? We have Aaron's rumbling plan that's going to wipe out every other human aside from the people on Paradis. um and then of course you have the option of of you know Aaron's passing, and then the world continuing to look on Eldians with contempt and hatred. But is there a possible option where we don't need to do the rumbling and we can somehow convince the Marlians that, hey, the aliens aren't too bad, right? um I guess that's the major question, right? If that option truly does exist, And I mean, I guess that's what we've been trying. That's what Aaron wanted to confirm. He wanted. They've been trying to do that, right? They've been trying to do that, and Aaron has kind of been pushed into this as a kind of last resort. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's still really cool to see, even Jean bringing it up, man. Like this is like what Aaron's doing is going to benefit us, but if we stop him, we're dooming ourselves, right? So it's kind of like a pick your poison. Um, by my thinking, Marley assumes that the moment they initiate a surprise attack, the rumbling will activate. I don't see how they can land a hand on this place, at least for a while. If we don't completely destroy that island, we'll never know when they'll destroy the world. That's what they'll say. It'll stir up more rage than Willie Tieber's speech. He may be right. However, even in that hypothetical case, we'd have some time to prepare. We should be able to carve out a grace period of a few years before the island is destroyed. But the last time we decided to explore possibilities, we ran out of time and I couldn't save a thing. That's why Aaron decided to wipe out the rest of the world. Genocide is wrong. There's nothing anyone can say to change my mind about that. I'm sorry for shouting at you. You're right, John. Aaron resorted to this because of my feckless idealism. And I might be howling about it now, but I was the one trying to run away. To throw it all away, to forget it all and just survive, and yet I'm still the 14th commander of the Survey Corps. I've dedicated my heart to the freedom of humanity. I feel the eyes of all my comrades on me. Wow, dude. Almost all of them died without ever knowing that humanity existed outside the walls, still. Oh my god, dude, look at this shot. As long as this island is free, that's good enough. Do you think a single one of them would have been so selfish as to say that? There's Erwin, man. We only have one chance to stop this slaughter, and it's now. Hanji. And there's Marco. I'm still a member of the Survey Corps. That really seeing all the Survey Corps behind Hanji really reminds me of uh Erwin's charge, right? But the moment before the charge, right? When he was sitting down and everyone kind of like the ghosts of all of those people who have died in the battle to preserve humanity just kind of like appears behind him, right? So yeah, it's kind of like a parallel to that. All right. All right, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted, man. I wanted to see everyone together. Nice. And I love how it's like all three groups are like perfectly split up. So you have the Marlians, right, on one side, separated from the Eldian or the Paradis, people, and then Yelena and Onyokopo are separated from the other two groups, right? Um, it's great. Magath and Annie are drinking. Hanji's cooking. Man, can a few of you stop staring at each other and give me some help? To think we'd be eating together after all the time we spent trying to kill each other. It's quite curious. What changed your minds? You know you'll just get the world you want if you let Aaron Yeager go. It'd be heaven for you island devils. We were so close to keeping Aaron and Zeke from coming into contact if only you hadn't helped them out. Like I explained, General, none of us want genocide. We wouldn't have scurried off to the forest to lay low and make stew if we did. So you're saying you finally see whose side justice is on? Justice? You dare say the word justice? You? So we were the bad guys for fighting back against those titans you people kept sending? Listen, we fought as hard as we did because we didn't want to be eaten alive by titans. Does that sound like something only devils would do, you old fool? Yeah, you do look like devils to me. All our fears about the threat of paradise have come true and the world's on the brink of destruction. But then again, you guys are the ones responsible for like accelerating that future, right? Um, if you guys weren't sending over Titans, then um, this probably could have been avoided. This is the end result of all your fighting back, isn't it? So so you're saying like if you guys didn't fight back, if you guys didn't try to survive, yeah, then none of this would have happened, right? So it's all your fault for trying to survive. Um you have no idea. If he hadn't watched his mother get eaten alive when the wall was breached, Aaron would never have done anything like this. You left him no choice but to use the rumbling, didn't you? Oh, so now you want to talk about history. I assume you at least understand that Elio was the first to devastate Marley and put our people through hell, right? It's so stupid, man, to cling on to history that happened what thousands of years ago, right? It's so dumb. Um, how long are you going to play the victim over something that happened 2 millennia ago? Yeah, it's like I'm talking to a child. You think that nonsense holds up in the face of 2,000 years of real history? Excuse me? Hey, stop this. It's pointless to argue about what happened 2,000 years ago. You weren't there. John, our very existence is uncomfortable for the general here. To him, we are strange devils so desperate to save the very people who tried to wipe this island off the map that we were willing to throw heaven away. You know, we lived in the outside world for a few months. We can never go back to being ignorant island devils. So, you think you can kill him? What? Can you kill Aaron? Killing Aaron isn't the only way to stop him. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. So what? You're going to talk to him? You think anything you can say can change the mind of someone ready to murder the entire human race? We don't know. Not until we talk to Aaron. Okay. Say you do get a chance to chat. What do you do when he refuses to stop this genocide? What's that? You don't know because thinking of Aaron as an enemy has turned you into idiots. That's what I thought. If those of us from Marley try to protect our homeland by killing Aaron, you're going to end up fighting us in order to protect him. Am I wrong? I love this, man. I love this conversation. Um yeah, because she's right, man. That's the problem. Not even the problem, but like she's right. She's absolutely right. Um that's how it end up, right? Mikasa? After all, you've never thought of anything in your life as more important than Aaron, right? Oh my god. So you're saying you need to kill me? Dude, Annie Annie got the ring ready too. Dude. I'm loving this. What? Dude, even Reiner is kind of like, like, please no. Leonhardt, I get how you must feel. I also have one reason I want to stop Aaron. I don't want my father and Marley to be killed. That's why I need your help. If you think you can talk Aaron out of this, great. At least I don't have any problem with you until it comes to that. Fine. All right, the stew's ready. Eat up. Even after arresting the horses, it'll still be 5 hours at full speed to the harbor. We'll have to rely on the Azumabito. According to Miss Kiyomi, there's a flying boat meant to observe the rumbling ready at the port. Using that, we can get close to the founding titan. I knew it. The Azumabitu were willing to help behind the scenes. The problem is locating the founding titan. We'll run out of fuel in no time if we just fly around aimlessly. Is that really gonna be the hard part? Because I don't think I don't think Aaron is hard to miss at all. like, um, that's right. We need to figure out where the founder has gone. We need clues, no matter how small. That's why I captured her. Where would Jaeger be headed first? How should I know? And even if I did, why would I tell you? You're the one who offered Jaeger your knowledge of the mainland when he had none. He's planned out which direction his titans will head. You should be able to make a guess. Bastard. Huh? I'm asking why I ought to help a Marleyan bastard like you. Because we can kill you? It's pointless. She wants to die. Aren't you fighting against Marley to save your own homeland? Are you okay with doing nothing and letting it get trampled? Yelena. She's fine with that. After all, she's a Marleyan bastard just like the rest of us. Interesting. After you totally outwitted us in Liberio, Yelena, we looked into your past and found some surprises. You were born into a perfectly normal Marleyan family, but from the time you met Zeke, you pretended to be from a small nation annexed by Marley. After becoming disillusioned with Marley, you created a story. Look at Onyokobo, man. Even he didn't know this. A miraculous fairy tale of how you and your prince would save the world. You hoped to keep repeating your lie until it became an indelible part of human history. I'm impressed by the depth of your desire. You talk like there's a difference between us. What exactly do you think separates any of you from me? That is true. Like, because, Pick, she's an Eldian, technically an Eldian devil, but living, with the Marlians, right? So it's like, it's really not that much different. Um, Save the world? Are there any words sweeter or more alluring? You give yourselves the sublimely exciting idea that you will save hundreds of millions of lives. You gulp it down as if to wash away all the hatred you felt in the past. That's how all of you look in my eyes right now. But let me remind you of something. Reiner Braun, after you opened that hole in the wall, how many Eldians were gulped down by pure titans never to be seen again? And then remember how you snuck deeper behind the walls and shared the joys and sorrows of your comrades who are here today, only to betray them and kill them, and finally pretend to be their comrade once more? And Annie Leonhardt, I hear you've killed your fair share of Survey Corps members yourself. Oh, and you trampled a rather large number of Stohis district residents as well. And of course, all of you from Paradis were so brave fighting against the great nation of Marley. I never thought I'd see you, a sensible, decent person, raise a military port so mercilessly, Armin. You wielded the power you stole from Berthold Hoover most effectively. Assess your military accomplishments for me relative to the mountain of corpses you left behind. What an incredible line that is. That's a really good line. Assess your military accomplishments for me relative to the mountain of corpses you left behind, including dead civilians, please. Damn. I can't say how brave the rest of you were in Liberio, but I know you did well to overcome the Marleyan army's superior numbers enough to leave Liberio awash with blood, especially you, Jean. You valiantly hurled a thunder spear at that little boy Falco over there to defeat the cart. Of course, you missed by a hair, which is why he's still here alive. This is still Yelena talking, right? How would she know that little detail, that precise of a detail? Um, and Gabby, the girl over there, shot Sasha to death. Sasha, oh, what a good girl she was. Even I was sad at that. But all of you were like family to her since your days in the training corps. Your sadness, your hatred, must dwarf mine in comparison. Phew, it's delicious, Commander. Are there seconds? Yeah, there's plenty more. Thanks, Yelena. Also, yeah, I love this. Just the opportunity to air out everything. Like we have all we like. There's really no like blame in my opinion. Like no one can really point fingers at anyone when they have all collectively done their own fair share of atrocities, right? Um, so yeah, I don't know. I really like that Yelena was the one to come out here and just be the blunt person of the group and then say and point all of this out. Um, the idea is to air all our grudges out in the open so that we can get our minds straight, right? I seem to remember you were so committed to your delusions of grandeur that you blew your dearest friend's brains out, only to end up with nothing to show for it but a death wish. Given all that, this is really very considerate of you. Oh, I forgot. What was it again? The name of that good friend of yours you once told me about? Yelena. She is so petty, man.